Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. Subtract fractions with unlike denominators. A couple videos ago, we learned how to add fractions with unlike denominators. And so let's review those steps because they are the same for subtracting fractions. Number one, write down the fractions with the like denominators, add or subtract the numerators, and keep the denominators the same. Steps 3 and 4 we're going to do later in a later video. So if you remember when we added fractions, we had our problem here, 3/4 minus 4/6. We have to use how we learned to find equivalent fractions to get like denominators. So again, here are my multiplication strips for 4 and for 6. And as I review this and look for a common multiple, I see right away that it is 12. Again, we want the very first one because it's the smallest. So over here, I know that I'm going to rewrite these fractions and find equivalent fractions with a denominator of 12. So multiplying 4 by 3 gives me 12. So I have to multiply the numerator by 3, and that gives me 9. So now I can rewrite 3/4 as 9/12 because I know that that is an equivalent fraction. 4/6, we multiply 6 times 2 to get 12. So we have to multiply the denominator by 2. 2 times 4 is 8, and we get 8/12. So I'm going to go over here and rewrite 4/6 for 8/12. Now we can go ahead and subtract. We subtract the numerators. 9 minus 8 is 1, and we keep the denominator the same. Now, I want to point out something that tends to be difficult for students as you're learning this. When you first look at this problem, you notice the numerators would be like 3 minus 4, and you can't take 4 from 3. But this is still a bigger fraction, and you can see that when we find like denominators. And if you want to picture that, if you have a candy bar divided into 4 pieces and you have 3 of them, that's almost the whole candy bar. If you take that same candy bar and divide it into 6 pieces, but you get 4 of those, your pieces are going to be a lot smaller. So you really can subtract 3/4 minus 4/6 because 3/4 is larger than 4/6. It just doesn't always look like that when you first look at the problem. We're going to do one more. 2/3 minus 5/9. Again, it looks like you can't subtract 2 minus 5, but the denominator, remember, tells us how many equal parts of the whole. So when you're dividing something into 9 pieces, it's a lot smaller. So let's go through our process. First, I have the multiples of 3 and 9 up here. And so I want to look for a common multiple. And I can see right away that it's 9, and that is exciting because I already have 9 as a denominator. So that means I only have to find an equivalent fraction for 2/3. So if I go over here, I want a denominator of 9. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So I have to multiply the numerator by 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So now I can rewrite my problem as 6/9 minus 5/9. And I subtract the numerators. 5 minus 6 is 1. And I keep the denominator the same. So that's how you subtract fractions with unlike denominators.